What's good, everybody? Is when I come back at you on a video. So this video I wanted to talk about life and to explain to you that life gets better when you get better. Now, the important premise that I want to highlight is that your outer world, your external world, right? What you see and what you touch and what you experience in your life, that all of that is, at cause by your inner world, right? So everything you experience in the outside world, that was created by you. And your creation always begins from within, right? Creation always begins from within because you have a mind, you can think thoughts, you have an imagination, and what crosses your mind, what enters your mind and crosses your mind, and what you think about often, and effectively what you put your attention on is what gets created in the outer world. And it's clear as day, like where it's at right now, like from what I've learned and everything, like it's clear as day to me. So most people are not aware of that, but also most people, the way they operate is that most folks just believe, like with life, that they believe that they're just at the mercy of everything, that they're at the mercy of their government, they're at the mercy of the economy, they're at the mercy of the job market, they're at the mercy of all of these variables, right? And so if someone out there believes that they're at the mercy of everything and when things happen to them, that events happen to them, that they're just the victim of life, and when events happen, it is what it is, right? It's just life, right? Like that to me tells me that is, if someone approaches life with the victim mentality, right, the powerlessness mentality, then how does that person expect their life to improve, right? Because what they're effectively saying is they're at the mercy of all the events that happen in their life. And so if you truly believe that you are at the mercy of everything that happened in your life, there wouldn't be any desire or any will to want to get better or improve or to change anything, right? Because that person will essentially be operating from operating from the belief that if things happen, then they'll just happen, so there's no reason for me to just go after anything. But I'm here to tell you that your life gets better and your life improves when you decide to improve, right? When you decide to go pick up those books or listen to those audios, or get those courses on self-development, right? To continue investing in yourself, because most people don't realize that the best investment they can make is in themselves, right? Oftentimes people want to put money towards objects, right? They want to put money towards clothing, put money towards, and there's nothing wrong with having these things, right? Like obviously you need clothes, but oftentimes the focus is materialistic things. And how can you expect to get to the next level if you're putting like the money that you're basically have earned, right? How do you expect to get to the next level if you remain the same person? If you're not constantly on a search for information, constantly looking to grow and level up, right? A lot of people stay in the same spot in their life because they were conditioned by either the environment or from other people that life is hard, life is difficult, that just, they have to be lucky to be successful, that, right? All of these things that people have heard from a child to being an adult, right? And so they accept these things as belief, right? They accept that it's normal to just be normal and to just be average, right? When if you have dreams and aspirations to be better, or better yet to be great, that you shouldn't just settle for anything less, right? A lot of people stay in the same position that they're in because of that conditioning, right? And they're just not aware that they need a software update, right? Same with your phone, how your phone has to update or wants to update from time to time, or your computer or whatever it is. You also need to update as well, right? The same thinking that you had back then, if it hasn't gotten you anywhere, right, then you need to change that. You need to come across other ideas to see if it challenges your current beliefs or if it's a better way of operating than how you've always been operating, right? You need to understand that investing in yourself is the best investment that you can make, because investing in yourself is what helps you see the world differently, is what helps you grow, and you can have more in this lifetime if you so choose, by being more in this lifetime, right? By stepping into a better version, if not the best version of yourself, right? Showing up as that better version, right? What does the 2.0 version of you look like? Or the 3.0 or the 4.0, right? What does that version look like? Because chances are you've been operating as your 1.0 version for the longest, and you might be mad and frustrated why things haven't been unfolding for you. You need to figure out what that next step or what that next level looks like and tap into that, right? It's time for you to show up. It's time for you to be better, right? People have been conditioned to think negative automatically, right? Because of how many negative people have been around them. Like, oftentimes when they get an idea of a great idea of something that they want to do, or, become more accomplished, right? Oftentimes they can tell the idea to their nearest friends or the people in their life, and these people can shut it down because they gave up on their dreams. And so that's just them projecting off their insecurities to you, right? Or oftentimes you may have a good idea, but you may shut it down yourself because that is what you've been trained to do. That idea is too crazy to be accomplished. You need, if that's your conditioning, right, you need to change that. You need to begin thinking differently. You need to begin investing in yourself. You need to begin reading books, like doing something that helps you question how you've been operating. Because if you can realize, you know, things that you've been doing wrong, or how you've been operating that's like incorrect, and change that, right, then you can begin living a happier, more fulfilling life, right? Life is meant to be enjoyed. Life is meant to be discovered, for you to continue learning about yourself, for you to continue growing and expanding. And life is meant to be a fun journey. It's not meant for you to just stay in the same spot struggling your whole life, right? Like, that's not the essence of life. And maybe the struggle persists because you've just been the same person with the same beliefs, and you've probably had incorrect beliefs, right? Because beliefs are just the same, it's just people thinking the same thoughts over and over. So if you think the same thoughts over and over and over, chances are you're gonna believe it, right? That's just what it is, right? So sometimes in order for you to change that belief, you need to think different thoughts. And the way to think different thoughts is either you go out and think different thoughts, or you come across ideas from other people that challenges your existing beliefs, where you can stop and say, you know what, like, it doesn't make sense for me to have thought the way I thought, because there's no truth to it, right? Why not adopt this new idea that I just come across, because it sounds a heck of a lot better to live life, right? That is how you get better. That is how you continue growing, and your life will get better. Because then, as you invest in yourself, you will realize that you are in fact great, that you are in fact valuable, that you can in fact provide value and improve the lives of other people, that you can make this world a better place, right? And as you do that, you're essentially sharing that same love with other people. You're helping to improve the lives of other people. So as you help improve the lives of other people, that is that same energy that you've given to them is what will make its way back to you, right? But also, when you get better, you're improving the way you feel about the world around you. You're improving the way you feel about yourself. And so that in and of itself will help bring you more joy, right? Problems where some people can experience super small problems and feel like the world is falling apart, right? But when you decide to get better and you're not just reacting to things, you're just taking a step back and responding to it, that's you improving. That's you, that's growth right there. And then these small problems that used to happen, they used to have you worried and concerned, you're not worried or concerned anymore because you understand that everything's going to be fine, right? This is how you improve. This is how you grow, right? By investing in yourself, by showing up as the better version of yourself. And that will take time, right? It will take time, but you want to do that, right? You want to continue upgrading and seeing the true value in yourself, because when you see the value in yourself, it's easy for you to see the value and the greatness in other people. So your life gets better, your life improves when you get better, when you decide to begin investing in yourself. And investing in yourself, right? That is how you grow. That is how you begin changing for the better. And as you continue changing for the better, you'll be striving for better. You're no longer going to be operating with the victim mentality. You're no longer going to be feeling as though you're living at the mercy of external circumstances, of your government, of the economy, all these things, right? You will realize that you are in fact in control. And if once you come to realization, right? Hopefully you come to realization, but once you come to realization, that is when you'll take life into your own hands and say, you know what? I can do that. I can achieve that. I can have this, right? And your excitement for life grows, right? And it'll be a joy from moment to moment because you'll realize how fun it actually is and how fun it has been all along. So once again, I leave you all with this. Life gets better when you get better. So never stop learning, never stop growing, never stop improving, and you'll see how much more there is to life for you to experience. So that wraps up the video. Enjoy the video. Please leave a like and subscribe as we are on the road to 100 subscriber, guys. So once again, it's Joel, and I'm out. I'll see you guys for the next video.